So we've all heard the little adage, takes money to make money. And that's true. It is true. If you don't have the money, when an opportunity comes up, you're going to miss out on that opportunity. But to take money, you got to save money. If you don't have that money saved, you ain't got the money to take to make that money work for you even better. How do you do that? Well, you start by cutting back. So many people these days are living like way high above where they should be. Seriously, so high. They're doing things that are like millionaire things, you know? Like stuff that I consider like I'd have to be making several times what I am now to even justify even thinking about doing these things. Going out to eat 3 days a week, 3 nights a week. Buying tons and tons of clothing, you know, changing my outfits up all the time. Having a 2-year-old car, having a $500,000 home, you know, stuff like this. It's just that's like when you get there, you can get there, but first you got to get there. You can't have that before you get there, because you're gonna be upside down. And if you're spending like you really should keep your bills. I know it's nuts. It's nuts to a whole bunch of people. You need to be saving a quarter of what you make. A quarter. 25% needs to be saved. More the better. But if you can save 25%, then you're going to have something so that when an opportunity comes up, you can buy that $7,000 car from somebody that at a dealership, it's probably going to be 12 or 15. You can take advantage of that. You can buy that house or put a down payment on that house instead of paying and get a house payment of, let's just go with $2,000 instead of paying $2,000 in rent. Somebody's going to say, well, I'm only paying $1,500. Give it a couple years. You'll be up to $2,000. All right? You know, you got to be thinking ahead. And it sucks. It's hard. It's going to be hard. That's the point. And if you can't save 25%, you are living above your means. You do need to cut back. And I ain't talking about, you know, we only go out 1 time a week instead of 3. No, I mean, you ain't going out no more. Period. Now you gotta do a mental shift. You gotta think differently. You gotta think, this 25% comes out. I don't even look at it. It goes into an account, and I don't touch that account until I need it. You know? And then that becomes an emergency account. And then when that emergency account builds up enough, you can turn that into an opportunity account so that you can get that $7,000 truck when you need it. Because you've been driving this car, that's a $1,500 car, you know, holding it together with duct tape and super glue. You know, you're holding this car together. You're watching YouTube videos. You're doing your own oil changes. You're changing your own headlights. You're doing your own maintenance on the car as much as you can through YouTube videos. You know, kind of deal to save that money. You're saving a couple $100 not doing the labor, not paying for labor. And then when you put that aside, you can, on that $1,500 car that you've been scraping and whatever, you're making it work. You do that for 2 or 3 years, you're probably going to have enough money set aside to buy that $7,000 vehicle, okay? So you drive that $7,000 vehicle for 5 years, maybe 7 years. And you know what? You saving up some more. Then you move out of that into another, like, maybe $8,000 vehicle. What you're not doing is you're not going right to the dealership and spending like 15, 20 grand on that vehicle you could have got for $7,000. You're not financing anything unless you absolutely need to, unless it makes sense. Some things make sense to finance. I finance my house. I got a low interest rate. I finance my house. I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of things because my house is financed. If I own that thing outright, I'd be worried about, I ain't going to get into it. But, so I finance it because it works for me. Now, everything else, minimum insurance. When you got like a $1,500 car, you can get around. You can get around just fine. You do your own maintenance on that thing, you probably have maybe $500 maintenance on it a year. So there you go. 1 year, $2,000. You ain't going to find a car payment for that. Ain't nowhere. Plus, your insurance is lower. So you did double whammy this puppy. Lower insurance, no car payment. You ride around in this clapper. Ain't nobody going to steal your stuff. And if they do, they ain't getting, they're not looking at a new car. But you're getting a double whammy. You're not spending like $600 in car insurance with a $600 payment. So now you're up to $1,200. No, you got this $3,000 car, and 2 months of that equals the whole car for the whole year. You can make that car last a year. You good. It's paid itself off, And then at the end of that thing, if you scrap the thing for $200 or $300, there you go. Maybe you even sell it before. Maybe you do save up for that $7,000 truck, and you're able to do that before the car is 90% dead, and you sell the car for $500 or $600. That's half your investment. What's wrong with that? You're saving money left and right that way. What you're not doing is you ain't living like a freaking millionaire, because you ain't. If you are, respect. But you know what? A lot of you ain't. A lot of you think you are. A lot of you balling with all this new stuff that you don't need it. You don't need an 84-inch TV. Stuff like that. You don't need it. You don't need to watch movies every dang weekend. You don't need to just play around. You don't need to be watching TV. I'm sorry, but if you stream something and you stream it and you watch like more than like, oh God, let's just go with 30. Let's go with 30 hours a week of TV. If you're watching a series and your favorite thing to do is do this and that and the other thing, and just watch TV, I'm sorry, but that's a lot there. That's 30 hours a week you can put towards something that'll probably make you, let's say, $200 at an easy $200 a week. And if you save $200 a week, it adds up. It adds up. 2 times 50, 10 grand. There's your truck. So, whatever. Just throwing it out there. But the math, it does take money to make money. But you're not making money, you're saving money. You got to save money. Save money. Save money. To take money. To save money. Which is more important than making money. The more you save, the less you got to make. Okay? Nobody gets this. The more you save, the less you got to make. If you're smart about it. If you're dumb about it, the more you make, the more you're going to spend. You don't need to spend, but you're going to spend. Because you're trying to impress people that don't matter a damn thing to you. I guarantee you. But if you don't, if you make more and you save more, you're going to be in a better position where you can make that money work better. All right. There you guys go. See ya.